Hi Aries, if we're going to do your love reading, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general. As you know, cannot, will not resonate for everyone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. You may be dealing with an air sign. Could be fire, I guess. Here's fire of wands. 5 of wands. So conflict, battle, just bickering. It could be petty, it could be gossip. Something, I'm kind of thinking maybe irritation, you know? Okay. How are you guys? The roles can be reversed or intermingle, flip around, and it's not gender specific. So if I say he, she, ignore me, please. We're going to look at your energy, their energy, recent past, see if we can get some advice, figure out what's going on, how they feel about you. All right, there we go, overall. Wow, yeah. Something major is going on here. I have to be careful with the way I sit because my knee. Okay, so amazing. The Lovers. I do sense an element of having to make a decision, but the stronger message with this card right now is just that there's a lot of love. Very strong connection. Very, very strong. And I'm going to say it doesn't look like it. Whatever you think is in your head, it's not. Very deep, deep soul, comforting, divine. Oh my gosh, this card, you guys. Wow. This card is pulling so much energy. So if there is pain involved in this connection, I want you to know, first of all, that what you think you know, you do know. Secondly, if there is pain, there is purpose for the pain. There's purpose for the pain. Okay? Whether it's to grow, whether it's to help the other, I don't know, whether it's to experience giving without expectation, loving someone even though they may not act right. Wow. Letting go of the outcome. Oh, I'm sorry, I kicked the camera. Oh my gosh. You may not be good for me right now, but I love you anyway. I'm going to do what I'm going to give to you with no expectation. So it's kind of a love that can't be broken, even if they're one of the sides doesn't show the other. You know what I mean? Okay, of course my dog decides to, oh, she's so high maintenance, decides, please get in your bed. Get in your bed. Last video I did, as soon as I turned on the camera, and I know it happens a lot. It's like, you know, when you are a mom, as soon as you get on the phone, your kids all need you. Anyway, amazing, amazing energy here. See, look at that. Deep, deep connection, probably headed towards something committed. And Aries, if you're the one that's been doing most of the work and guiding it and trying to manipulate the outcome or do things, I don't mean manipulate in a bad way, but trying to, you know, say the right thing or provoke or promote a certain response in them, you can stop doing that. There's a very strong vibe here about just being your true, authentic self. This is, you know, truth and merit and ethics and, you know, virtues. Also could be counseling or advice from someone wiser. It also indicates high-level relationship. Aries, I think you can stop trying to lean back. I think this person, the other person, is going to probably lead you guys into a relationship. Did I just really say that? Wow. Something, I mean, amazingly special haircut. We sure spent a lot of time on this. All right. Your energy, the moon. A lot of emotion. Nope. Queen of Swords. This is all about speaking the truth. There is an element of truth. The moon, you know, the moon is about things that are hidden. So you've got a kind of a hyper sense. No, I'm so sorry. Lucy, no. I'm sorry, guys. Let me take her out of my room. Sorry. Caitlin, I need you to take her. I cannot take her right now. Please come get her. So sorry. I would have started over, but that was such an amazing... This is just so strong already. And wow, look what I just found in my drawer. Upright. Ace of Cups. Okay, so what I was saying here is, again, we're probably going to get High Priestess, but there's something that you don't know that you really want to know. You're still seeking truth and clarity about something. And this is, you know, you may have to, you know, pick and choose your timing, but this is... when the time is right. Okay, first of all, because of how you're handling something, maybe not asking, not pushing for information, somehow that is showing you in a very graceful, beautiful light. Eventually, I think there is going to be some communication that you just really feel like needs to happen. You know, but that's gonna happen hopefully at a time where you're very steady and calm, and where you're coming from is not a place of fear and neediness. So when you do talk about it, it's very inviting for you to get, you know, the information you're seeking, or an honest, soft, generous response rather than somebody being defensive. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. And again, I'm so sorry about the dog. That's just annoying. Okay, but she is pretty darn cute. Okay, so I want to see this for some reason. Okay, Three of Pentacles. I don't know why that was calling me. Also, here's an Ace of Cups. That's a new love beginning. Gosh, this is crazy. You guys are definitely headed towards I think this is about renewing love. I mean, I really feel like this reading is about you and somebody that you're thinking long and hard about. Very strong connection. Here's Two of Cups. Soulmate again. Wow. Two of Cups is not one person trying to do all the work and hoping the other person will give back, right? Two of Cups is equal give and take. That's amazing. Okay, so let's look at your person's energy. I guess that's really where we were. Let's put this all up a little higher. Amazing, amazing. I do feel like this is about, you know, like a new energy. There's the Star. Your person has done a turnaround, and they are in the process of becoming absolutely crazy about you again. Almost like seeing how you've handled things. We had a reading like this like a year ago, and I feel like it's replaying. But seeing, or maybe it was Leo, I don't know, but seeing how you're handling things, and so gracefully and lovingly, and able to just not pop off and fire back even when it's justified, but just staying steady in that in that showing love, and I'm not saying you're allowing someone to treat you bad, but you're very steady in that when it feels good and you're treating me right, I'm all in. Of course, when it doesn't, you're you pull back, but you don't lash out. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. You absolutely are this person's wish. And I do feel like there's a little bit of a, this is just a beautiful love. I do feel like there's a little bit of fear on their part that with this wish card and this Two of Cups, that maybe you are guarded or not giving, they're not, like, maybe you're not going to give as much as you used to, something like that, okay? The Unknown card, I feel that strong. Because, Aries, I think you're having to let go. Queen of Wands, there's a lot of passion here. Maybe you're kind of holding that back a little bit. Wow, which has got them questioning, do you still feel the same? Can they earn your love and trust back? Because, Aries, I think you're coming from a place of where you were very maybe anxious and put out by them not seeing your value or showing it, something like that. Oh my gosh, I think I need to do an extended. This is crazy. 10 of Cups. If I don't, I'll just link the videos for the last extended, because the extendeds are very detailed, strong twin flame energy comes through. But there's 10 of Cups. This person wants you, and it's crazy. There's so much love here. And the tables are turning because you, I'm getting this, look how beautiful you were as you walked away gracefully, kind of vibe. Something like that. Very Empress energy. Just, and not being interested in the low vibe energy. So when the low vibe energy is there, you just are, going to be off focused on other things. And then when the high vibe energy is there and the love is there and it's shown, you're all in and you're giving. You're kind of letting them lead, not stressing when they pull back or need some space. This is unbelievable. All right, tell me about the recent past. What's in the history? That was, what was that? Page of Pentacles. Just like I said, you have done, if this hasn't already happened, it's about to, you have done, or you have been someone that has gracefully received. So the Empress, that's all about feminine energy. You could be dealing with the Libra. The Empress is able to very gracefully receive. She doesn't play that whole, I'm fine, if she's not. You know what I mean? She doesn't not say what she means, but she always comes from a place of love. So it's kind of a loving, acceptance. You're low. If somebody's low vibe right now, you don't dog them for it. You're very gracious, but you also aren't going to partake in it. There's that again, Ace of Pentacles. It could be apology. It could be whatever. It's stability. It's a new beginning that's stable. See, I think this has already started for you. And there's a cycle. Maybe the player cycle or the in and out energy is coming to, coming to an end. Let's keep going. Aries. So if you haven't checked out the Twin Flame Extended and you're on it, wondering about if you think you're on it, it could be soulmate too, but if you think you're on a Twin Flame journey, you might want to check that out. Or at least watch the trailer and then decide. The Hermit. Okay, so somebody had to really go through some inner reflection and ascension about, the fast, passionate action. And let me see what that Death card is. There's that Ace of Cups again. So something ended, I think it was the the not stable. I'm really struggling with my words. You guys may have some throat chakras going on, issues going on, but I have a strong message. I'm just trying to articulate it well. But Knight of Wands, this is that, you know, in, out maybe. And I think there was an element of that in the past. And I think, I think because you were able to or gracefully walk away and looked absolutely beautiful and I mean, beautiful, I guess, as you walked away, gracefully, knowing that you could, you know, you weren't, this person was not going to be the end of you, even though it probably felt like it. You were going to still be an empress, whether it was with them or not, right? I think that's what's, that energy of not being appreciated or whatever the dark energy is, I think it's ending for love to begin again. Oh my gosh, look at the bottom of the deck. So this is the Independence, right? The Independence card, and it was in reverse. Why is it? Yeah, and my cards are not in reverse. So that's definitely signifying something. And then this is Judgment, so this is reconciliation. But there has been a huge judgment here. A huge, you know, the trumpet sounds, the whole do-do-do-do. Somebody is lifting, elevating. Spirit is probably helping them. Let's see what's coming out. This is amazing. Thank you. Six of Swords. Yeah, it's ending. That toxic cycle, wow, of being left out in the cold and waiting. Oh my gosh. This is stabbed in the back or hurt with, you know, kind of a, maybe a betrayal or maybe they walked away without an explanation. Something that was just devastating for you to go through. Something so painful, and the person that you would reach, oh, I'm going to cry. The person that you would normally reach to for comfort was the one that did it, or the one that didn't protect you and or walked away. So the person that you would normally go to when you're hurt and you need comfort was party to what hurt you, or the cause of what hurt you, or abandoned you. Very painful, devastating energy here. And left with the feeling of you must not have ever really loved me, because the way I love you, I could never do that. I could never leave you in pain like that. Even if you didn't want to be with me, I could, even if you didn't want to be with me, for you to leave me like this. You questioned everything. So then we had the Six of Swords. That's leaving that energy. It's leaving that tumultuous energy, the toxicity, the repeat patterns, the being tied to one another even though it was unhealthy. Feeling left out and abandoned, sad. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Well, I'm going to tell you, you didn't. I mean, everybody does things wrong, but whatever you did, right or wrong, that was not the cause, or it should have been forgiven. So I think you need to stop beating yourself up. Also, the waiting. I've put so much work into this. I have given so much. I have tried so hard. The Seven of Pentacles is waiting for that hard work to pay off, or for something to come through for you, or to be reciprocated. How does this let's look at the outcome. Well, I think this probably was outcome, right? Reconciliation is what's coming, and it's healthier and more graceful. And the pattern, holy moly. Wow, Four of Wands. You know, you might both be holding back a little bit at this point, but you holding back is going to, okay, here, if you hear one thing in this reading, hear this. You may both be testing the waters a little bit. You may both be holding back from expressing your true emotions, but definitely hear this. You holding back right now and tempering your emotions and your actions and your giving is going to serve you very, very well. Extremely important, okay? Four of Wands, Twin Flame. This is crazy. 1111. Okay, so I guess we're done. What else do we need? Any advice? Well, that was the advice before I even asked it. I don't think we... Let me think. What else do you want to know? It's already happening. So whoever said when, it's already happening. If you... I just got also March, but if you don't know that it's already happening... and you think it might be, if you don't know it's already happening, it is, even though it may not be on the surface yet. It's happening underneath, behind the scenes. Did I pull these? How did these come out? Strength, Leo again, Nine of Swords, ending, almost an ending, painful ending, some being very hurt, having to do with the Leo. We have Libra, we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, we have Sag, Taurus, Virgo. Oh my God. I mean, my gosh, look at that. Crazy. Anything else? And I'm going to pull an oracle. Or maybe I won't. Yeah, I'm going to pull an oracle. You guys, please let me know your stories. This is amazing. It's coming slow and stable. Amazing, amazing reading. It's like, is this even real? Because Aries, you've gone through so much, you know. So if this isn't going to be for everybody, if you don't have somebody that this fits, or that you feel like you're supposed to be with, then this might not be a reading. This is for somebody that's either just starting to reunite or is in separation with somebody that they know they're not supposed to be in separation from. And there's an indication of that pushiness of finding out, why did you leave, and why did you do this, and why did you do that? There's an element of using temperance to choose your timing on all that. Let them fall for you again. They're going to fall for you again. Remember that temperance card. Very important. You will have the time. You will get the opportunity to, find out what happened and express yourself. Wow, I am willing to change. Yeah, major changes going on here. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. Aries, strong, okay? They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. Why? Because you know you're the Empress and you know what you deserve. And you know that it's coming. So stop doing the whole negative what ifs. Be careful with the what if. What if he does this? What if he does that? We can't control what anybody does. All we can do is position ourselves in a place of knowing that we'll be okay no matter what the outcome is. Letting go of the outcome, not being attached, not having to know exactly how it's going to happen, not having to know the only thing you can really do is be the best you can be, and then no matter what happens, you have a better, ability to handle it. All right, Aries, let me know. Very curious. Look what's on the top of this deck. Love. This is a true love story, like a very true love story. Okay, so touched by it. Thank you for letting me tap into your energy and be a part of it. And I love you guys so much. I will see you soon. Bye, Aries.